ene betimi ayadia e betimi abo by his excellency John Mahama ko ewura aboko no enkomo ekọ so video na ready yamo kakra nche adehye na fe ye wi a ye bie phone lines no munu anamonto we say ehfa na mugidi se betimi ede yen akodru wabra yen nyina ye hwe animu se asundwe bepie e wo boko his excellency John Mahama ewura boko say ya na atmosphere no esitie asrafo mo bono ho ban asrafo a omo hwama bambo akoso ene jejeja ho mo ekyerekye kwan wo ba bia his excellency John Mahama e ka na eba no empake enyina wo si ya na wonya akwanya se wone adehye nom ebedi nkomo no oni wo mudi ye no mamu etie bi but would you just have a feel of said ya na manfo si budget no so wa bra wo wura ho no na owura nananom atrankonya so ye na oni adesia kodi nkomo no atmosphere ni de we amafo eboje no so enie yentie enkomo a woni adesia ediye.
If you remember, I came here to seek the blessings of my father for the election, and God granted our heart's desire and I got elected, and so my first mission was to come and say thank you to him. Again, during the campaign, I stated that if God granted our desire and I was elected president, bringing peace to Bawku was going to be one of my #1 priorities. So today is exactly 1 week when I was sworn in at the Black Star Square. And it's my first major assignment outside Accra. And so I decided to come and assure you that we're going to work very hard to make sure that we bring peace back to Bawku. I remember when I was president, Bawku and surrounding areas were very peaceful. And work was going on, people were going about their duties. It's sad that this situation has occurred again. And I know that for the last 3 years, you have not been able to sleep. You've been living under stress. And so the priority of our government will be to bring peace back to Bawku so that everybody can go about his duties without fear of harassment.
Okay, His Excellency John Mahama and I will turn in Kasa Wakasa or Bawku Abra na Adeshie a channel which Omodio or Omode and Nijene or Jeso Jeno Kama Wabra Urahona. What in the Kasa and what dia Cotre? I'll be to reconcile with dear Dominic Niti Wuka and I feel so dear Asabi Kano. Aye, near what dine he say a brano yeman penino. Nasum Yawa Bawku. And what dear Dominic Niti Wu. Any a year former chieftaincy minister a year Asabia. What was one crowd here? No more than normal would want to talk when Musabaya, Asumia Beba, a Drubabi Kaya ye. I feel Matiani to sa. So I'm crowd near your mama. Now, what your Dominic Nitiwa was say near Betimia Buama Sundria ba a GDA. So, a dear Nana John Mahama bino a year right. A brano wa bemu. Asa breno. Nasumia. Question. Again, I know you're right. So, a better normal omoba pro, better normal pet to me at the free Ghana for honor. What ye ne kasa ya me botche usisi ya. President Mahama say, ne can the botche no. Say ye two abamanoa, and no money be a hiano, some mampenny, a obey. Now what the abua more mino, edi ye, and they say, what the Wadania who harasho, a besha sasumye, a bedan wedi, a waboko. so say ye gidie and a boa ema asumdwe ba na President Mahama time na asumdwe wo Bawku edie na edane edie na yi gidie ni free wo over the past 3 years na manfo wo Bawku wo mo da no mu ntimi na mene se mo anu yi ahodo mo adwencha ahodo be bra so se ye dia agudie mu nsembeba ma me ntimo kan wo Facebook or Power 979 and a TVXYZ Ghana na wo so obi atwa se good move by John Dramani Mahama and I may say making reference to a year Dominic Nitiu and ran command one ne a year yenuanum join for ADA one of the okwa abakwasem no wo kire se Bawku ntokwa and shase enre yawo what the the 50s was it. This is not a problem that started yesterday. It goes back before the 50s and has escalated over the decades. And not to also say, the government must be firm and fair in its dealings. If the people perceive weakness or a lack of fairness, they will exploit it. It's just the nature of deeply rooted conflicts. Dominic Nitiu no. So question is here. Se wonim saa adenti na man nyina saa no ma we so bra na mo wa ban mu na within that 3-year period no man hwa ma asumdue ba all of a sudden mo ba opposition ya say munim chen obi a me bu so ana ya man ti ba nya nwie de musua free ho e na mo de aya adwenkyere e na mo de ma ban fufuro ya na ni nyina questions ebra so say dia agudie mu nsem bebra mo ebo Taylor and a fein so a year Prince the Fundy Man atena say omo ba beboa na ensama hodoa e wa agudie mu nsem no omo de abra ye emra nteme mo wate na bibia bokọ de
Kwame Yamiadom
we fantastic.
Kwame
Come on.
and I blue ne fe Yamiadu.
That sounds watch the blue. And a Fundy is watch a touch of blue
kakra wu.
Blue kakra.
That's obi a blue a different no.
It's after the reggae played the after the reggae, what do you play? And your blues. After the reggae, play the blues.
And no, me lucky.
Chelsea for that.
Oh, we are lucky. Say, I don't know what can do. Say, hey, you say blue. He say, yeah, the chitama. Chelsea for.
Now
Chelsea the other.
Producer, who be fool?
I don't make you be free. Chelsea, I take Gladys, Reverend Gladys.
Yeah.
What did Chelsea cheating? And run like you. And no, hey,
yeah, just at that age.
Reverend, send them a help. All game no fear. And hey,
always say, hey, man, you for now say, more than a man article.
Yet, say, a morning chinam area. But Chelsea for no guy. And
but also, different feeling be said. When a different feeling be said, season way and Bibis who could be all by be different. But now I'm fast. I know.
Calibos best. Calibos. Oh, that's what NLA. Samia who cook on dinner.
Yeah, sure. The time after time what is so.
I would say.
All right, bro, Kwame, it's maybe a quite a seminar. So say about bonus power, money, sports, no, Yentimi and Farmer Sumo DwaboAse Jumbo. This is a power 97.9 FM TV XYZ. And you say Ocean Kamaka 7 on every bridge and your boy Buana at the Arab Sumo Kamakan and the baby room. Only say ACR the IS Ghana Football Association appointment for crowd. I said the Black Queens on my son so in your new head coach crowd on also every Switzerland. They don't send you now. And so everyone not get ES or he said, "Oh, Chema, our filing nominee, and a calf position be, and so on. I don't seven, and so Emma Sanson could be more second Kupama, and a second crab, and a fat cat, one of a GFN and Sema, El Coso, oh my gun, and blasters on seminar, or met me Akasana, say, I dare say, said, Obi him, say, I dare say, on Penny John Dramani Mahama, ever appoint a sports minister, and a Buana be a conkind, and I know Uncle Fasha said it in a Baba Bontenia, dear, and who seminar, and so when I could with the no nso ya de say CAF and say CHAN tournament nyame adoma ke o say baso next month no in penifo chimo wa prosper de enti and our prosper na date be crampo and ebe de ho sem nyina enso ebe ma e wo show sem hye nso say Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch ebo echido say producer na yetna say and operating some no promoting just on the praise himself F to the A and DY Fanti minimia
ebo Taylor Hensha and Semna say na yenko the Black Queens of Ghana we him say enche and a coach Nora how to in 24 ejan kwan isan say the contractor na owo the Black Queens are catching on the contract no etumi end enti December year and a contract ni and officially you see America say they will pay mu Zambia ho and odin nkwe ho and o coach omo national team women national team na you see America say endra at 124 and the Swedish coach the din e came last Joker Krin omo de ne buy no and you see America say wait to me abaye the national team coach Ede ama Oman Ghana the Black Queens of Ghana isi ano after saying or hope to call you know ometumi enya new coach and so the Black Queens of Ghana ye bomu and so Ede ema mo na ye ba coach and din Ede Kim last anakachia onim say or no ofi Sweden na Sweden ho no so no wetumi coach team bebre and so sounds and Cyprus so no wetumi coach team bi say Apollon ladies and no wetumi edge Swedish women's top league no otumi AGC na so sanso na 2021 season no so no otumi AG coach of the season and so Cyprus league mutino eba coach the din Kim Lasa eba experience will be pound with coaching for 18 years coach license A and I say license A UEFA coaching license and a papa the din Kim Las or sanso eba the Black Queens of Ghana omenya experience coach ono so no betumi abo emmaba no betumi akọ manim na wonim say WAFCON and also encha betumi abaso na preparation nyina no coach and din Kim Las and betumi lead emmaba no na preparation ahead of WAFCON so no betumi enya good preparation and also na eba na assistant betumi abo na coach and din Charles Sampson and Anita Redu omo and penifo apparent say omo tumi enya assistant emfa emma coach Kim Las sanso and Nasam Yakubu ono so penifo appointed as goalkeepers coach sans and Enoch Jordan Date ono so no ono and obe serve as athletic coach na eba medical team na obi obeli do omo no Kate Boachi Ajiman sans and team nurse no enso Asinawu Abubakari and Margaret Foley omo and omo team nurse sanso and physiotherapist no enso Margaret Foley and also ye bomu ede emamo na ye ba welfare manager Drew Celia Ata ono na pedifo apano say welfare manager sounds na ye ba equipment officers na Adwa Bayo na nana AK nana kwashi na pedifo apom say omo ye equipment officers edema the Black Queens of Ghana sounds na ye ba video analyst no so a papa no din Roni Bagdel ono na pedifo apano say video analyst ema the Black Queens of Ghana introduce am no ka say there wo emra Nora hope to ofi Black Queens of Ghana we run the contract no end year 24 a new contract or say on signing on you see am said officially 24 to me upper coach and din Kim last Joker Green say ono on be head coach and farmer the Black Queens of Ghana
Yegusu the Ghana Football Association and so akachira ne teko pm our president Ket ESO Kreku ono se sia dem penifo se beba and they say the idea so no so atimi akofale nomination e de kwakoma CAF esan se okum se nyame adro match ya 2025 here and they say CAF nominees and say CAF voting no ebetimi e de abaso for executive committee no enso ho no e de ho sem e ma say the neighbor and say Ket ESO Kreku etimi akore so so file say o say the e ba no CAF esco member na obeso otimi e ba so kama ka no meboa no to ba e so otimi kwa e ade se betimi aboa Oman Ghana enso so otimi kwa say so kwa represent e wa fuzombi no enso e ho no e de ho sem e ba na nsem ba and say one share e opportunity e de market say obetimi afemu free na wetimi awini e to aba na wetimi ewin esanse wan hwe kamia ko ese ket yesokuku wan hwa no betimi akọ on a post enso last time ekọ no ade se onim se Jibro Hamidu no ono ade so na kọ no ana kọ ne ket ekọ na so ket that time ket etimi etina fem amna se ket out me akọ test no our panel ko ekọ on a post ono so etimi ewin esi ade neba en se papa Jibro echewa ono so nya ade se obetimi akọ no so the same thing ade ama ket enso on ti wan hwa na ket that chi bia nyame ado March 2025 no CAF and I say voting na ebe koso no ade se wan hwa ket ebetimi akọ on a post no konso a ade se ket ebetimi ewin
ye free ket akachi na yenko president any owner edema tema youth football club sisi abeno ka say omo division 3 mo mo hwe say division 3 no so metumi abom homode no wetumi qualify aba division 2 na division 3 no mo nkura no match bi ombo bia no point bia no omo ti omo ho ntiri possibility of aba division 2 season we kra kwa ebe den omeri omo wiwi kra division 4 de eni ho ntiri omo nkobi na osai kwakupa ma eden nsem atudwa se o say a bucket to create kwa the first time ankoye second time no kra no so no and also enkoye na opet 3 times no and then or the or say unnecessary yentie sema o say kwakupa ma edi tuja
first no to that second to that no more be so 30 na besima performance ankoye na twa football be blasters zoro koya o national team zoro koya national team a ko o can say automatic the end team junior national teams say befa that's where the technical teams
we ensema o say kwakupa ma editu dwa o bewie no de to aso eka ese sisi aro o se eba ye football mu a Black Stars of Ghana otuwado o se on sheda hu so sa match a ye ni Sudan ko boy no kra no na preparation ahead of sa game no o se na nye kra because ye ko bo e AstroTurf so anko se ye training e AstroTurf so we yin sema o say kwakupa ma o de atudwa yentie no
anazisema na adekodi na hwa results will produce ya orkoyezi yes kwesapia nye kwesapia nko kwesapia na wa organize Sudan wa ba tinye wo Libya neutral ground wa yan Porto 2-0 the way Blasters were playing me as a football person not from a spiritual angle from a physical angle I saw that they were going to lose. Blasters preparation now were Ghana. It wasn't on an AstroTurf. It means there, your preparation. I mean, when you're a technical person, but I would have sat down. I mean, do all my private investigations or due diligence. And the other coaching in Kwan or catching on plan.
Any president, Edema, Tema Youths, in some of the Atuja, Sekupama, in Semno.
Yanko PM former deputy sports minister Paladin at the Vincent upon Asamoah and also at the secretary at Tuja HM so no dear someone Penny John Dramanu Mahama a friend help a castle person appointed so may sports minister also no dear la lie on your da I didn't see also Bagana see also no on my sports minister not at the attempt and then semi and fatani and catches we on some Kunyeski or Hono now we by dinner terminal so no sports minister la and dang on ye.
Matter. I told you, President, maybe another president, President or Pekabia meeting about a year a whole Ukraine. You do not tell us a bomb price or money ministry appointment. I don't marry dinner. So to be a the could only capture it.
All right, I know a deputy sports minister, former deputy sports minister, Eddie Tuja, Eddie Honsevno, Eddie Amount.
Yanko abrantia de din de Razak Sapon no so na kache unim sa abrantia no omu hwe nim se obetimi aba class of folk na obesi akan de amom abrantia de din omu de frɛ no Konongo Ronaldo enti no omu hwe nim se Razak Sapon so no obetimi class of folk ebetimi assign no na unim se last season ni nyina no na obo Arolas enti no o hwe nim se season we no betimi assign no na ne medicals no watimi aye ni nyina awie where medicals ni nye wi enti no wo hwe nim say abrante no o metumi enya ne sign no sanso e na Fred Tindan eba futsal league ni mu a ono oboa futsal league pan committee no o kan obi enti no o standing for premier rep edma gaka ewo eye esco no muntino o hwe anim se ono so betimi ejina ntino fretting down ono all standing for eye premier rep edma gaka ewo esco no muntino eye elections are baso no fretting down say ohi obi a vote obi a etumi envote emfa emano
yen free say nyen ko piem enso ewo eye boxing promoter ba ko an din e de Alex Ntiamo ono e de sen kakra e de atudwa o chem so no de e ka ono nko ade anka be ka che ora John Dramani Mahama say so po bi eyi no say ono me ye sports minister e o man mu dia na say enye obi a say ora Nilante Vanderpool o so ono ana obetimi a o hwe obetimi abo atumi ban sika dia e koso basa e o ministry ho no papa no e betimi a hwe eyi sa no mani nyina e de fro na afi papa no so ba eji obe bon say enye football nko a ana blasters nko a no be hwe nemu obe gidi se papa no ba obe standing inside e de akọ list for 9 sports ni nyina boxing ni ade ni nyina papa no betimi a hwe abo ejuma ye obo so gidi se Nilante Vanderpool e be sports minister obe bo apa
because President Mama has promised Ghanaians that he's coming one way or the other is coming to make sure Ghana government money is going to be used judiciously, and I believe if this man is in charge there, he can break the cartel that spend government money unscrupulously, and he can get the best out of it. So for me, I will recommend him to be the person that will be the sports minister, because he can help not only football but boxing and other sport, least finance sports. That's what he's been saying all the time, and I believe he can deliver.
And some Alex Ntiamo edituja
Young concern from Diana, Yako Chan and Swakachi, Udim said Chan tournament, next month. Nanka say to me, Ebaso, and Bebaso from February 1st to February 26th, Nansun 24. Is Yaminuka say, Omo to me, a postpone sa tournament Nanka, it bet to me, a Barcelona. Reason why Omo postpone, say the city almost say lack of infrastructure. Almost say, and Yomon be soon infrastructure, Snadium Bay soon, Nina, and your ready, Sanson facilities, Sanson stadiums on Bay soon, and also any ready, Sanso, and a batimsa, almost no a bit to me, representing a tournament in moi, 19 and Kosomoko, now 17. And so into me 17 I already see and aka two teams are or to me I qualify and and also it can be sound so and calf and so aka say lega yebo e African or say ye boni na wie na o say branch no be to me abo tournament no so no umutumi nya adequate preparation ahead of the tournament be to me about so no san say e ba champ tournament local players and umutumi e use e ba Ghana Premier League players no and omu use na Ghana yan qualify bi mum na so no ba champ tournament local players and omu use to be ebonti no isiam no ka say de mpenifo say yembo ye leagues ni nyina wi before e betumi abo champ tournament sanso na o say Algeria Egypt South Africa no so no o say omu bo mini tournament bi no na ebe kire say team Bawku ebetumi qualify and so akọ nti no omu bo sa tournament ni wi a na mbetumi abo tournament ni isiam no ka say de mpenifo postpone ede akọ August na champ tournament no ebetumi abaso
Yenko PM Nigeria enso akache say Nigeria Football Federation no enso era betu say ade omatimi awonvele omo new coach kwa papa ne din Eric Chili no say ade omatimi appoint kama say ade no and say ade oba no Super Eagles obefa ade abo no say ndra ade say no mo ye ceremony bi enso Abiola Sports Stadium honom enso ewo Abuja anafe omo sha ase ana omatimi papa no etimi ache say ade okode a Eric Chili ono na former Mali for head coach papa no etimi abaye Nigeria for head coach
yanko the English Premier League room sendra matches so na yentumi nhwe results etumi so no dia West Ham omutina fie Fulham ebom ekamian so omutumi etimu mienu sanso na Brentford enso ene Manchester City ebo 2-2 draw na Manchester City dia no yenti ase se Pep Guardiola ne divorce na ne wife pese onyaniti na why confused ontumi win matches no dia yenti ase Chelsea and say any Bournemouth ebo 2-2 draw sanso na Nottingham Forest any Liverpool and so ebo 1-1 draw na unim say week we no draw no etumi adoso pan 2-1-1 ne ade ana so na eda ochina ana say ende Leicester City omne Crystal Palace bebo sanso na Everton any Aston Villa Newcastle and so any Wolverhampton Wanderers and also ebetumi abosanso na Arsenal any Tottenham Hotspur we London derby and also no baso ayehwe nim and so etumi ediabamo na the German Bundesliga so dia Manchester course no and Endra say na City Hostan Kiel omuche Borussia Dortmund eboma ekana omutumi etimu mienu sanso na VfL Bochum enso echi Borussia Mönchengladbach eboma ekenu omutumi etimu Bawku Bayer for Leverkusen enso echi Menzo 5 eboma ekaba komutumi anti Eintracht Frankfurt enso etumi echi Freiburg eboma ekana ya omutumi etimu Bawku sanso na ende VfL Bochum omone St Pauli ebetumi abo sanso na Stuttgart enso any RB Leipzig bebo Bayern Munich omone Hoffenheim bebo Union Berlin enso any Augsburg enso ebetumi abo sanso na Werder Bremen any Heidenheim enso ebetumi abo omu wia the Italian Serie A no mu Endra Como etina fi ema AC Milan eboma ekamino a omutumi etimu Bawku sanso na Atalanta enso any Juventus ebo 1-1 draw and there Inter Milan omone Bologna ebetumi abo sanso na Endra English FA Cup etumi ekoso na English FA Cup na ekoso no Preston omuchi Charlton eboma ekamino a omutumi etimu Bawku sanso na Leyton Orient enu eni Derby County enso etumi ebo 1-1 draw na 1-1 draw no ena mko penalties na Leyton Orient etumi ebo meka omu wini 6-5 enso elho na Mansfield enso etina fie ma Wigan Athletics enso ebo meka mino a omuso no omentumi anti
na onim se eyade se Liverpool for omo chirema eyade se ranka Al Hilal for eba se nkomo striker ba ko a ne din Darwin Nunes no omo nya na nkomo pe no omo diska 70 million pounds and the buy sanka Liverpool for enchi no for player no Liverpool was da enya de omo man no reject says can and so na kopie e Chelsea so there esi ade Christopher Nkunkum esi ade ade say Bayern Munich for HMA Brighton on pen for long term loan but then so okom na Bayern Munich for omo director omo sporting director upon the Maxwell Baron or Chimo so no de Nkunkum de Brighton modebo ekonim yi peto nya ya ko be sign Brighton permanent cra and so honum
na yenko na Angola na kachi AS Roma Brantia no wetumi esiakan ama AS Roma gada na sisi ameno ka say na Angola no oni team bia bo na oba futsal league no Brantia no sisi no 36 years into no Raja na Angola AS Roma say omra back no me bobo enfa emamo na oba back no enyo football team no eno okom futsal team no ho and a Raja na England and also no kusia kan ede ama AS Roma and also ho na sia me say na obo Indonesia league no Bayangraka ho na obo ti sia no season we no obeba AS Roma na obesia kan ede amaomo wo futsal league omutumi ebo no yemre no continue de agudi ensem ni sia na Kwame Minkah ato DwaboAse so ede ama producer and Roger Emmanuel the sportsman na ya yede ensem no ebremu di no ebo Taylor, meaning
the praise himself, F to the A and DY Fundy.
Mrantia Madam says somebody a good year once some bread, nano pay, DwaboAse Jumedi so power 97.9 offensive TVXY. The quick one, Mom war a Facebook Live, me acknowledge mom a year Nana Equia with the chi and a pay Samson as many some was a Kwame the okay, you know, and I said and say a year or more Bakuno, this year or Bakuno, Omuni GDA or MPP Abem. Omo GDA or NDC abemo. Evidence agree as an amazing president. Let the peace prevail in a country. I know you can do your best, and your best will certainly lead us to rest. And as many some say, MPP always infiltrating chieftaincy and Hassan bin Abdullah. And so then the message about also good morning, Kwame, watching from the United Kingdom. Muhammad should let the soldiers arrest the leaders who are sponsors of the conflict. Also, I didn't tell the Abano. Tanko Rahim, Eddie Channel Pay, or say part 979, Jana Shaw, Kwame Minkah, Dasine, Jumedia, Woye, JM, Land Cruiser, Emma, MPP4, Sleepless Night, where a personal car, where a Chadia, Diamano. So I say, when you adoga guide the enemy, aha, it's Mom Pence and Papa being Kawaii, opposition to Nadia, and Sampania Pedica, na ya de boa o man no Teresa Akote one day was sorry was say akukwa bonko kroko ade ache bia Franco Trading Enterprises suguso mo yansa nchirane afifufuro ya yesimu yi se wo fie wo dem ebeye nika ene electrical appliances awodo a ye ton Franco Trading Enterprise no ko pabi neto ne bo ne da form titi mu amuni omu bedi dwa wo abefo tentafidie no so ayo mo digital platforms awodo no so kai se ade bia beto bia no bo no ye hwan so wo han chiche mu aduanan So what shop your digital platforms no so it comes at a discounted price of 40%. It is say your phone, papa. Say your electrical appliances, which is a smart TV. If it's 32 inches, go see 100 inches. Franco air condition, but from menu, madam nika. Chest freezers, refrigerators, washing machine, microwave, blender, your bamboo your CCTV camera, papa panibi. Nini now Franco Trading Enterprise. I was able to from 0246 422338 and 0246 422338 and a 0555 939311 and a 0302 225651 Franco Trading Enterprise. What that's why your phone papa perfie. Me one grabia me to a year Inspector General Police His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the Juma Beach that one sa. Say would have fear none upon me babe kaiwo. Bibusa enkosi da ben ena dear His Excellency John Mahama ehwehwe wo de krata abeto abonten obeba man say nyina hunu say won sa so President Mahama e krata animu na da sei ena obehye enwuma ahodo ya ye de ama we ase yebusa na ne ntia me busa sa asemu no ye ba enkomotwetwe ahodo ni mu a wo bambo mu nsem no obete ne ntia ehu abehia se wo se yebusa na sa akwache no ye be se enkoba bia. de adwuma bi ahyɛ wo nsa abusua yɛn nkɔma ahodoɔ nie with TVS wise and offense so power 97.9 ɛnura da ya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wɔne bambɔfo mpanimfo enya ehyiamu bi na ehyiamu no aseɛ no ɛna yɛte sɛ bambɔfo mpanimfo no ɛma the greatest assurance sɛ His Excellency John Mahama ba wa bɛ yɛ mo akɔ aba na wa abra yɛ mo akɔ aba no so yɛ dan na di say we will be loyal to you yɛ bɛ yɛ loyal wa pɛdeɛ wa sɛdeɛ ni esi wani so deɛ adeɛ esi yɛ ni so baabi a wopɛ sɛ yɛ nkɔ no ɛhɔ ani yɛ bɛkɔ nea wo sɛ yɛ nyɛ no ani yɛ bɛyɛ yɛ deɛ ni deɛ ni obuo bɛma wo na yɛ nyinaa yɛ bom ayɛ Ghana adwuma His Excellency John Mahama wɔne security heads no ehyia no san nkɔmɔ no ɛna kɔɔ so in the spirit of that no mi bɛ gyina so deɛ busa IGP question bi because IGP na ɛte hɔ no ɔna ɛte hɔ no a wɔde ne nsa ɛsum na no wabra na nkɔmɔ no ɛkɔ so no ɔna ɛte hɔ no Dr. Dampare yɛde adwuma bi ahyɛ wɔn nsa adwuma no mbɛsan bɔ so bio somewhere on the 10th of January ɛna krataa yi a ɛwɔ ha ayi krataa yi a ɛwɔ green letter green paper yi soɔ no ɛbɛda w'anim ɛdeɛ no ayɛ afa ho ɛdeɛ anamɔ no ahyɛ ase atuo wama mansa ate anamɔ a wobɛtuo no ɛwɔ saa deɛ no ho ba yɛntie ɛbɔ a heads of security agencies no ɛhyɛ President Mahama ɛne deɛ ɔmo dan na di sɛ wɔn bɛyɛ loyal to the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces now, President John Dramani Mahama.
Mr. President, we are here to join our voices with the good people of Ghana and the international community to congratulate you on assumption of office as the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Mr. President, we want to assure you of our loyalty, professionalism, and dedication. We've been working together as a team, meeting all the complex challenges of the security environment. By working together as a team, we've been able to keep this country quiet and stable. Mr. President, I want to assure you that we are going to continue with even greater zeal to ensure that we maintain the security and stability of this country. I want to assure you of our unflinching support and dedication, as I said, to duty, and make sure that we help you to achieve or realize your objective of resetting Ghana.
This last election has cemented our reputation as the leading democracy in Africa, and a good part of the thanks go to you, the security services, who have maintained the peace. We still have threats to our peace that we must continue to look at internally and externally. Internally, to do with chieftaincy disputes and some incidents of armed robbery and things like that. Externally, to do with the threats on our northern borders. And so we cannot let our vigilance down. There should be no vacuum. And so you must all continue to work, as the CDS said, zealously, to make sure that there's no breach of the peace in the country.
Udi Kante, Chief of Defense Staff, Ninka, Wabrana, watch His Excellency John Mahama said, Omodi Oma who are in Betanachi, Omuba Buaman and Nisra di in Abem. And I will say President Mahama, so Edna I know maybe a touch by a bamboo once a month, armed robbery incidences, and I feel so chieftaincy disputer at this table peace. Now we're meeting, the no meeting as a myself, sound show video ni bio. The no meet and Pennyfa would do a more meeting. Now IGP Ghana, your Inspector General Police, Dr. Kufu Dampare, what can we be? So Kaya Ghana near Wutie me on the 10th of January 2025. Krata free the office of the president as secretary to the president, Dr. Callistus Mahama, and Sasasiye. May assure say, or try at the Koma Ura Dampare. And may assure say, Nzaka Kratano. Now, Kratano, a year headline I had there was a request for immediate investigation into the death of 8 Ghanaians during the 2020 and 2024 general elections. Now, me kan krata ne kakra bi na matwe adwen si bibi so say I have been instructed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to formally request your office to initiate immediate investigation into the tragic deaths of Ghanaian citizens during the 2020-2024 general elections. These incidents, which occurred in various parts of the country, have left a lasting scar on our democratic process, and it is imperative that justice is served for the victims and their families. To ensure investigations are comprehensive and transparent, we respectfully propose the following. Eti President Mahama office ono e propose normal hodua e beboa ma enhwehwemu ahodua wo mo hwe anim se owura Ekufu Dampare IGP ene ne dom ebe ya afa omo a wo mo hwere omo nkwa ena metu otutu ekoso wo 2020 ene 2024 abatu anim na normal hodua mo de to Dampare anim mo se wo mo nim se beboa no amana ye investigation no ebi ne establishment of a dedicated investigative task force, collaboration with witnesses and families, review of electoral security arrangements, use of forensic evidence, and also collaboration with electoral and civic bodies. Said by the time ebeba na wie ye no na yehunu bibia na niesi ye no yetima penepo masibre. Now, ideally, can we expect to say time IGP in Sabeso krata him ka by now why public pronouncement. I just say investigation I can say any money no one shall say no ka by now why public pronouncement I just say oba shall say public pronouncement no way. And sha ya no so one yes anhwehwemu ene normal ahodo ayaka e dia bata ho se what the bata ehwehwemu na ebeboa no wate atum so obeye watu ho anamo wone Ghana for di ho nkomo because one of the recommendation is say abre ni abre bia no nia omo bahunu ni omo bate wo hwehwemu ahodo no eye omo mfa meto Ghana for anim na kwan ba so ne yede to Ghana for anim press conference nyamin cha de mati police TV Uber TV this our police TV no ama your daily update. So Dampare krata iba wanim on the 10th of January 2025. Public pronouncement that just say what you krata anatum now with immediate effect you say yes animu so be yes anhwemu no. E dey na just say what o be sha say. It Dampare we dey afutu ne ye dey ma wo. Se Ghana for any disaster na chi they see 2020 no to say the office of the president no e recognize you know abaye kwotwa bia edo oman Ghana ye kabi mami kabi amamu o e kwotwa da ho dan da nyina ye ni boso a na ya kai said ye ya dihye bi hwere mo nkwa me so say video no amu betimi asan yi ne ye de akaka ye ho collection center na ye tututuo na namso amanfo hwere mo nkwa ene entrehabo etuotutu ekoso wo 2024 about woni mo o se yenye hwehwemu. So if I were you IGP come on your public pronouncement, 1 acknowledge krata no, 2 eche nia media tutu akwan mu a me ba beye based on sa instruction na free office of the president no but onye and so now what President Mahama anim and I'm nyina mo kasafa CDS so some be remain loyal to His Excellency John Mahama said be ya ni swade hunu bebem loyalty na nu nie say on the 10th of January ye de krata yi ebeto abonten aye sure say won sa aka krata yi and then your 15th. There's been no public pronouncement. When you be a chess, wo ye hwehwemu no. Ready course wo. Collection center. Asrafo we nyina, we mo nyina. Oso to nsafro mo. Tutu o ma no. Wo ma no mu gyinagyina nim ho ano mu tututuo ni nyina. Wo so fro mo na wo bise mo nsam. So dia na chese. Sa enhye ya ya hyewi. Udi so. Eno ne me question. Afa ma me fa nko boko. Me chow ye said ye Bawku sitie anope ya ye kase. After the visit of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, answer ye beko ya mane bofo no hono. Ye hwe said ye His Excellency John Mahama ye CJ no ene nkoma woni ade che wo Bawku edi ye. Ye nko.
If you remember, I came here to seek the blessings of my father for the election, and God granted our heart's desire, and I got elected. And so my first mission was to come and say thank you to him. Again, during the campaign, I stated that if God granted our desire and I was elected president, bringing peace to Bawku was going to be one of my #1 priorities. So today is exactly 1 week when I was sworn in at the Black Star Square. And it's my first major assignment outside Accra. And so I decided to come and assure you that we're going to work very hard to make sure that we bring peace back to Bawku. I remember when I was president, Bawku and surrounding areas were very peaceful. And work was going on, people were going about their duties. It's sad that this situation has occurred again. And I know that for the last 3 years, you have not been able to sleep. You've been living under stress. And so the priority of our government...
John Dramani Mahama no bra no de na no di sem edikan eto adehia wo Bawku nananom atrankunyane adehia no matwa no wachia wa bra okọ eye Bawku ye kwa Idrisu atongo ye nsentweni a owo Bawku sabre ye pese ye chel said ye ehositie a day after President Mahama visit and then come on ni amanfo di ye no amanfo so mu say atongo ye mo aje mo akwa ba
eje so na ko bra Kwame
na bibia Bawku de
board na da na pay di enti boni bia
ye ka say mframa ban na ebo wo Bawku a day after President John Dramani Mahama eba ho a woni Bawku adehia bedi nkomo na fe so nananom atrankunya
yo ubi pie Bawku sisi as I sunjie a friend sunjie no me ya ka say ba ne na Bawku ye krubia adeche bia ubeti asema enye de ba say enra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ye chenye nkrase wo ba na nanoma tena kunjane ahimane abus chimamufu ebo shi call ahimfie hodoma amokoshi ani wie die up to now be pia bantana say wo fa Bawku kromu a asa sunjue ne kakra na eda hodoma ye bompa say be continuous here
na eba said ye na President Mahama refer to bra no ye president na asumdwie wo hono na over the last 3 years no many done ya basabasa yo eba ye no me ye sure say mama for kakai no na for wa Bawku wono watra ho ache no edie na man ho kwan ebra na Mahama wa ban mu na asumdwie wo ho ena feso die na edane ya over the last 3 years no basabasa yo ne oye ne nkwa na yete wo ho
yo we dey be sami na kakra me metimi aka fa ho ne say wo hwe Bawku ensem ya aba hu akwanya breakfast was ya na fe John Mama ayi President Mahama ajesi the boss say obehwa masundwe asaba na over the years na ye yina enim no say what chief for no hwe for be kai Bawku was one of the peaceful country business town adie atwa ehona edodo na eba fase Kumasi Accra Techimafo no motoboyfo ewo because Togo no omo moto free Togo abagana ni border so pa iji kasi dia omo yusu otrotro yi bebre na okok Togo na ne border form ti da Bawku no asundwe wo sorry a wunua bi man put that atmosphere no bra me we no say okay see na this kana man no akoto aba asundwe o bi etimi move na that time no obi boni a said you said di bonia police for me treaty correct why the this yeah my secretary to pass me and I say if I say and I say ban say na say mu esi ehema asundwe eba and I'm say entity abai betina so say we obi na be di bonia ohwe na say that side no e favor no in the party ni anu betwina ni aguso enti we ema timamfoni bi enya kokudro bi se ene ye party na chiso ene ye bitimi anya ho enya kwanya aye ade ya ankasa ye pe a enimramu enti ebrebia no betese yakoku obi wo ha ebrebia betese yakosi kwa bi se ye ma obi a entwamu ebra emre bia endi pase utimi kosi kwa se ye ma obi a entwamu by say party and say NPP party na say why o imagine say yem she na pepa ye bia emma na the party ni koya ade ne ehun obi de koya na ehun no sebio we e ka ho ntina Bawku ntokai atinya matima mofo e Bawku atina demu case de nkanyim se case de temporal measures wo de to akakra na ye tututu no mamu security measures na why by case na da ho more than the for 4 years
but Tobo and sase won sem ne ahinie won sem no de capacity ye there because and na me tie a former chieftaincy minister and so former defense minister omu anu nyina omu agree on one thing say ne ebetima boa ma asundwe aba Bawku eye gidie ewo panindie mu for former chieftaincy minister on de e ka ono nko anka ye nko no said de kofo apen so mo koye ewo dagbon no yempo obi a won free Bawku number ye regional minister oni akono owa akoma pa obetima hwe atutu no ma ye wutie Dominic Niti who former defense minister was say gidie mapa ewo panindie mu na ne yenye asem no party sem no eno ne betima boama asundua but me reconcile with the wo Kenya party sem ne ahensem de sanke bo abreu na eye den no mo nantibom
yo the tia me kind say osha party sem ewo munin say the chief sense minister na wo kano
yeah
ye na jitum say chief sense minister ubekaya I'll try to get that video ubekaya 2021 yes better 2021 oba Bawku ana Bawku Bawku mahene eye na edi na afashe na afashe na moto nsan free excellence na na adan kwa akufado ene bawomia omu bi antimi amba by one chief secretary ebe representative say woba one of them also here will deliver a speech or can say asema wodi tudwa eye his excellency Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawomia anumun sem na odi tudwa bra Kwame o kase wie ya nsentwe for ye chief videos ni eyi okoye na yimbre na wasan dan no say asem na wo kan na obedwam no na enye his excellency Bawomia anumun sem na kan no ankasa na asem na kan ni nyina ne say Bawomia belong to other different tribes and now omujidi say sankrofon MPP for and now one susu say ankayena omudi afasha mobile na enye MPP for and teni kwanse wotimi kwina ho eka Bawomia asem eba o ma baso anasa o ka asem bia ehye o mon crying anasa o ka asem bia diso dwe beba and to pusa ma no sa na be twen na no say enye Bawomia anum sem na o ka na no ankasa na asem Now, Nito, as a in defense minister,
former defense minister, yeah.
Sorry, former defense minister, welcome.
Yeah.
Ya Bawku, ya tese, muta atete akra mo, muta ya kumnipa Bawku, ya kunipa wale, ya shishika so police station. Yenti se omate any operation ewo babia HSA asunjwe eba. Kwame Minkah yamia ni monana ni John Mahama, His Excellency, and the Moyam Sandra. Now, Kawunyi, the defense minister, Wunyi, interior minister, by Andra. Kabokaya Muhunu TV so say, a shade no wali no.
That's right.
Andra wali, Udru wali, Andra Yimbra, Ablanti, Fana Blanti, no be any abonchain. Asra for it to was a new coin second is one at to assembly. Ya boom. Say, sir, I do Emra and Mako say the main highway no, which you call block one, Shika, and to start to trust them, the interest. Play in Amfantu, he said, a boy, a binimo, and then why never sacrifice at own yet? Because one can also be a Yabitun for Seminia, I dear who you offer fast some blade, but account. But my Omoji Bron, a bit so about one thing, Abacasa, the course or no money mushe, any Ababu, Wabro to fee. But almost as microphone or mocha, almost as I say a car is you, that can a kusasi for car is you, or moon will be uncle or moon's a car nash. That guy is to us a sedation. And to winning Sambia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, some of cancer, what the Assumed Ebano. Yena, I get to Bawku is your beer jet to Nina said, we share a friend cell, and no more way I work to ya, or call Nayiri. Obia antim ye warning a kaye, which I say Asunjunu na wasori a war here. Oba Bawku, Uwuna Bokuna ba palace, one Bokuna ban Kwama, one Bokuna ba G, Obia antim ye or no kaye. Yeah. By Gafra, my ear chemi, Mampenio chemi, or corner ye dinner, Sabai, I a Sakoswa Bawku, a Henia Dynasty friend Sarah Bagri Sabaya, and watching Nipa 20 plus. But we will call ye a finding bumpy for. Won't so Ubia Babontia can be a fan at Nanamu Tuna with 2 years. Apart from security and I said military no kobo woman. Nine so emfa a Bokun and send 720 years. And His Excellency, the whole commander of a Ghana Armed Forces, Bamukrum, Namoshik. It's a security threat, meaning security, but it's a security threat. And some to me bomb by say His Excellency Eba, Tan Mumbai Kram Munchaso. And Timmy said, and Abu Babakwa, did they were Piasa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the Namoya word tree, and Gina Wedge, Gina Beer White Nave. Yeah. What's to say, Nipa S or day by a Bokun for my Nipa by outside. But Nairi, sorry, Meka Tamale, Tamale, the going issue no anyway, any pet. The going issue only night the gomba for. Yeah. And yet to me, SCC. But we not quite say, I'm standing a gong, where your mom prison and the way you could assassinate. That's right. So His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, you fear me, now we see here. One to me and says you will fear, one to me could see Bonting. And to me, would you say, His Excellency, beating up now and penny for me, you need a papa for me, yeah. Na yiri any Bawku na banintim ama asuje abantimi was adwudin na atie for so me be adwen was asem. Very well. Me do asepa ne obrani wadaja wanyama e anope na fenso nchechi mu a wo de abebata nkomo na cha man ama asem na nya context e betima abo ama the next conversation akoso. Me da say Idrisu Atongo ye reporter wo Upper region na ye be called na ye ne Adams GH Akasa e wo ye sa nkomo yi ho na ensema hodoa empenifa hodoa mema maso enso omo ehunu ne say His Excellency John Mahama no appointment ahodoa osan so de bi ebehwe mo kan say enra bra na dwumadie ne koso me de betu manim say de woda mif Minerals and Investment Fund anono CEO no enra krata free presidency ho eba ya na che say onfa na dwuma ento enra nwumre mu wono na another krata free presidency communications eba ye and also dying and he said he appointed an acting chief executive officer Emma Minerals Income and Investment Fund. Now on your query this adjumadi Ashan and Seven
Sabra Yekase were a group head Emma Zenith Bank Ghana Limited with oversight responsibility for both energy and commercial banking sectors. Mami American wants me Miss Nelson and I say Miss Justina Nelson. Ono na say yede Ashan and Sase acting chief executive officer Emma Minerals Income and Investment Fund. Now the Otra Yanensa Esha Honorable Felix Kwache Ofosu. Beba appointment ro I would run that present Mama ye and koma I would do bata home. But still on a year boko. Yanko Adams GH4 na yenu muni nkomo. Emmanuel Azubila Adams ewa umanoso were executive director Ma Adams GH. Emmanuel yamo achebu akwaba.
Prince Kwame Minkah.
Afisha panso afimu nyina afini ye kasa.
Ye kasa ampam papa. Afi pomete.
Ye nyina ye bompa esa asundwe beda ne wadi ewo boko. His Excellency John Mahama bra no petumi afri ho no. Na ye asema da na koma so wo hye boko fo ne Ghana fo nyina bose. Wo ba ebeye ensem ni bia ehia no pa. Na nra so wo de ose ye yo wa bra ye a week near wo so akire Ghana fo se ye mampanyi foforo. Kwa wo ko ho nra ne nkoma wo de to manim se obeye bibia wo na ho odi mu ne nyansa mu ahwa ma asundua ba no. Wei na bebo adane no ma wo boko ana.
Yo, Kwame me da se ja o de sa sem we aba na de edi kamede na access for ma omampeni John Dramani Mahama. In fact, anamwa o 2 ye no e kire se wa ministry he mean business. Now you be an ani ewo oku ensem amache se Ghana enya sumie no. Na ye de na se kese pa de man no ne sa anamona keke na watu mpo no kire se wa ye crowd se o de sumie beba. Na adeba akwa na mpese metwe omampeni agency so send ye be ya ye benya asumdue forever e wo Bawku ene ne mpatem akwa se anytime bia NDC we ba power bia no na the majority tribes amoye kusase for no enam se most of them NDC ntino se omampeni bia o ye NDC ni ko ene mo ko kasa o no ma je to ma je bibia manaka se man prisi fompo ata omo fi no ma ja ma bibia ka na ewo ho ana se NDC be free power pe na omo de omo bai ba na omo start entwa na nipa ewu me no ko se ebinim papa na mu awu ebinim brothers ewu ebinim sowu na sisi ya no problem adaba Bawku adeba akope enforcement of the law Supreme Court ruling obi adifa Supreme Court ruling no se omampeni e mane mfa diplomacy bia enye se opesa sumie mbra Bawku na ono na mamuo for the next 4 and 8 years no asumie mbra forever na se ta say do abagre na mo se o ma see illegal thief no a won nti nipa mabuna wuti se enkoko no se ni monimo ya security no o mo nche no na mo ma mra no eno ni obi enu o se mra no disi ya no ko Bawku a o mo su ba ko pe o mo se NDC ye to ma John Mahama ema ma o menya 0000 ewo Bawku area wo ko one prison area so also na omo ka krebi na ho no omo nso edi to gina manfo so omo to ema John Mahama nya 0 police is be 5 and 6 ewo ho no so omo di to gina
o evidence that say ye di to gina manfo so ema mo to tia John Mahama ewo mmea ahodo wo susu say man prison for dia
me a public document which me request for Natinga in Bawku very saying any Natinga area so no request for police station okay but and I'm so they are just one electoral area so some vote to say it doesn't make any impact this victory no. So now what John Mahama need to do the enforcement of the law. The people fear and say government of way illegal chief wait na say not ho can not the MP saba power pe almost start hukum nipa be say and this time no I think the people cry and respectfully their call is that yes we need the peace but the everlasting peace is what the people of Bawku need but not the temporal peace
but Ubo the ebema obia akoma ato ne yem so I mean yes you may say oh momo eya dodo no omo no de omo hwehwe nie e na omo nso da no so de also ehwe ne mom nia emra na kanso nie but you see say asunwie beba e was a coexistence etimi nso ye dey ekoso wonyini say hono na diplomacy no e play role
sisi ano ne ekoso Bawku no ya tra chieftaincy negotiations baby edu sisi ano all what Kusas and Mamprises and all the people in Upper East need is the enforcement of the law. Supreme Court ruling against John Mahama in 2020. Supreme Court ruling against Nanado in 2016, right? 2012.
Yes, 2013.
I feel the same Supreme Court ruling against a group of people. Almost their brother is the vice president in Tino. People who for 3 good years. And nobody can enforce that law. And you go and tell the victim, say, who the nyabutre die? Who the offender say, I won't have a tram fee, I won't want an enemy cook. Say, Officer, give me fee. Nema me eti honti. And I'm saying, as you see, I'm saying, I'm here for you. Man, too free me fear. Also, we have your Janya, but no one transit. That's what transit, Nema me sab, but you hope you more. What's had the at the so I think. The most important thing now is that John Dramani Mahama should face the bull by the horn. He should go by the law. It is the same law that made him president, and he should not fear to apply the law. Other than that, it will be disastrous. If he fails to do this thing, we are likely to lose most of the 6 seats in Kusak area in the next election. If you listen to the agitation that are coming, those people are people who will vote NDC today or tomorrow. They will never vote NDC forever. So if you look at the vote margin this year, all the people who used to vote for FPP are the Kusatis. This year, when all of them decide not to vote for them, not even a single seat that they have gotten. If you look at the whole Upper East region, it's only the Kusak area that MPP used to get 1 or 2 seats. Pusiga and Zebila and Pusiga, Binduri and those areas. This time around, all of them has given them so. Let us maintain. If NDC don't maintain that vote, and maintain the vote is not anything, just enforce the law. That's all. Nobody is asking anybody to do any illegality against anybody. Just go by the law. That is all. What the law says is what you go by. Okay. You are illegal chief. Because of you, a lot of people have died. Arrest him. If they want to be chief to Bawku, they should go to Bawku Naba and let him nominate one of them as a sub-chief. That is all. And we will have peace forever in Bawku. Other than that, if you are asking other people to keep quiet, they should mellow. They should allow everything to go by because NDC government needs peace. And the year MPP will come to power, our children will start dying. As for now, I myself will not even tolerate that. Okay. I'm somebody who is very justice, and I expect justice and the law to take its course. That's all.
What here, Oba, former appointees under Nana Akufo-Addo Abanya, for instance, Dominic Litu as Asabia. Omunyina suggest say near yeba appointing as regional minister and so ebedi akotene in terms of senior asundwe betimi aba ewo ye boko. Omu use the word trust say yebenya gidie wonmu for Asabi kura dey was stretch argument no e can say yenya ne te said ye na Kofo apen so na yenko pe obi a won free boko number regional minister. Do you think said your beba regional minister ever play a vital role in securing peace in Bawku?
It is. I would say it's a baseless statement because Bawku issue has nothing to do with who is a regional minister. Kevin Yakubu was a Kusasi. He was a regional minister. They were killing his own government. Were killing his own people Kusasis. He couldn't do anything because he is just a regional minister. And the people who are fighting, their brother is the vice president. What can a regional minister do when the vice president is supporting other side? So he couldn't do anything, and you have to even request for them to swap him with the Upper West regional minister. And when he left, it is now became West. So we have now John Mahama has made it Minister of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs. I think that person has a role to play. That person has to make sure the law takes its course. The security service as at now. They should just go ahead and arrest the illegal. He's illegal. So we will see the whole Power FM and I said TV SYZ. Now the answer so we are not in a home. Not for about us for us on a station in the The answer is not police for making uncle. That's what you now catch any say. Our FM for Yabutre. Now say, yes, see a china. I bet the demo mark as it be a power FM4 MPS from Yanasibia. A banana power FM4 one or one person mentioned almost say, about you are not also being fair to the power FM. And it's the majority who are supporting you also get angry because you have treated them unfairly. You have not applied the law. It will be disastrous on the side of the NDC. And I don't want them to even politicize this issue. This is Ghana. They should let the law take its course.
Right.
When they investigate and nobody, so a chairman said, they don't court. I say, yeah. Then so be it. But failure to apply the law, and you are telling the people, say, oh, your people who died, your brother or your mother or your father who died, we saw the way these people suffered in Bawku, both Mamprese and Kusazi, because of one innocent person. So I think there should not be any negotiation and go and get people to come and talk to anybody. I don't think anybody in Kusa area, both Kusasis and Mamprese, are ready to even listen to anybody apart from the law enforcement agency doing their work perfectly.
Mate, Emmanuel Azubila Adams Medo Asepa and Obreno Adaje na Feso, Nimdia de Abetime Komoyeti. It does a pa.
Yes, the Martin so.
Emmanuel Azubila Adams, Executive Director, Emma Adams, G.H. Abusia, and Koma would run Yogusua here to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama take you off appointment. I would already or moving into action. Nebo I would Washington said, where did he be also? To the sense that Bawku de ya na dana kuma so nra we move in on physically nya se bia wa fatete fo no ni obi e kasa na se wo kasa fo obi so ono ankasa ko Bawku ho e na wo hye enkomotwetwe ase a e de we nyina aba wadwenche no susu ya fata adwumade na chi ne yente onka in terms of appointments ahodo a His Excellency John Mahama gusu ye no enra no de beto dwa through a year presidency communication say regional ministers designate no 10 of them in ye Northern region. Ora Ali Obibese Adolf, but Ora Ali Adolf John. Aha. Abromoy omutaye brofo sem say Adolf. Ora Ali Adolf John. And Oti region John Kojo Japan. Volta region James Gunu. Eastern region Mrs. Rita Nyerida. Mrs. Rita Akosua J Awate. And Afeso Northeast Ibrahim Tia. Ashanti region Dr. Frank Amwako Heneka say ono na Ashanti regional secretary Edema NDC Amayukono. Ono na say ya appointing us Ashanti regional minister designate Dr. Frank Amwako Henenra. Ye boni di ni mfonyi say ashita social media and obi budget so congratulating no. Upper is Akamungri Donatus Atanga Akamungri Donatus Atanga and I have for enso ye charity Gardner Savannah Salisu be awurebe and I feel Greater Accra Linda Oklu Honorable Member of Parliament Mame Linda Oklu. Now omo profile ni omo bibia so bata krata no ba mame fa me de shebi embeka dwumadi no so eni se amayoko no wa amano no odi ho akotere pa owura Kofi Danso chairman ma NDC amanyoko no Melbourne Australia of Australia na aba Ghana na kaise ye beto aba no oboa ye tu amanfo a omo ye Ghana fo omo wo amanone efo so omo nyina amra Ghana na abato no omo ntimi emetoma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eja Kofi Danso akwaba
yeah nua
bibi aboko de
nyame adom boko wonso
fantastic yenso nyame adaroma ye hoye pa ohwe appointments awodo ne senior enoma AC Sabra President Mahama I take over na uhunu bibi asan
oh me hunu say Mahama na monto otu no ye de ebeboa Ghana na afenso no e kire say oye leader onim de oye empem bebre no utu anamon bi anase ye de kosi mpempenso bi a onye bi da anamon utu bebre no more of ma try makwe
me sorry me yahwe
aha but uhu Mahama na mo utu nyina no a kire say ye obi a onim de oye ansana kra metena nkonya ne so no watena say is well planned and well thought of and ye share Bawku incident ni say you cannot resolve a conflict situation wo di idea say bia wo no yere kun ofie na me ma ba fie ho na me de my idea fifie ba be kire say munye we na beboa.
That's right.
I was say wo nkofo na omo wo conflict ni mo no. Na we use local ways to resolve the problem. Yentimi ntina akra na ye mfa ya dwene say munye we wo boko ho na be solve the problem. Until we must include the people of Bawku in finding solutions to the problem.
And
no. Until okoye no okojina bedwem no wan hye bo se meyewe o se menim penifo be kasa we chire until the president no kraba ma hu se peni bi aba but on di kan prepare no ho kasa we na me ba be ye afi na on penifo ba be kasa hu se den ye boa mo a ebe asumdwe beba ontimi ntina akra no nko amfa ne pe enhyehyɛ mmara mom ntimi hu ne se
it is the former ministers na ikika no eye omo no adwenkyerɛ
yes
I will feel say no mwa
and solve problem no bebre because there's a research done by indigene from Bawku from the Cape Coast University or no so your doctor and in his research your friend Kaderi Noah Bukari and his research and what say the conflict of Bawku no you cannot solve it without including the people of Bawku.
Wow.
And you know uhun say yet nature ne feel say ye be solve your problem anya adwuma. We must include the indigenes of Bawku. Now, abiding how Obeboane say we must create the avenues. Ebe more no about solve the problem. Into no abiding there was here and say we must create a conducive environment. The people can come to bring the solution. But we are going to enforce. We are going to bring solutions. It will not work. Or someone kasa free omupem who say okay ye pasumdwe. When I omunyina nim ne omo ye ade asumdwe beba.
Yeah.
But obianya ready so no betu anamon nti aban must create the vehicle na ebe mo mienu nyina baba ye mom ye kose ye kosolve amom a it won't work.
Okay, afi yemra appointment
no so de me hu say
when nanan mo hwe ni mo say besi ana.
Yes, a very critical appointment I will make especially with the 3 ministers I were nominated.
That's right.
Because what yaba ban mo no finance be di mu akotene pa and ya anya careful your first budget ebeba out no MPP bejina so aka say oh mo budget amode buy no ma confirm nyoma bebre kra ye enti me hu say doctor ato case force
Kasiel ato force yeah
nyoma o kan ye during your opposition time no
yeah
this is the time he has to show say okay the data now complaining say it was all wrong no he must now bring a budget which shows that yes indeed they now all can no one so
okay it is through a bahodro was for instance e-levy ne betting tax and then home crowd over Gideon Bawku can no kasama his excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na nanu ya wo veti mu no na wo bisebisa and 75 kwan mo be fa so no sorry onu crowd no busa and 75 and sembia honorable atofos in camera bia when insusu mu no on misrepresent facts but atofos correct ka say or the data and a kasa but wo we veti no woni nsentwefo di nkomo ena obi a no mo shebos o mo ba sanke Ghana for to aba mo a o mo be e-levy every ho and then the nano asesa me say obetimi the infographics na to screen so was it government plans to abolish e-levy betting tax violate IMF program where Gideon Bawku 14th January 2025 and a city for a publisher sa story way yanka ye ho nia o mo kan ye ebra no mo petumi e dia free Ghana funds mame the other one Bawumia's decision to abolish e-levy others bold it must be applauded the same Gideon Bawku this is the kind of opposition of Abe facing as finance minister where a genuine opposition now
and yet genuine
even on this matter
no on this matter crown ultimately say it he's been ingenious because on no buying pay 2 minutes there or see say cancel but NDC buyer you see cancel the same thing no they or see oh it goes against IMF. Yes, we know say your conditionalities I also a meeting with IMF but we must provide alternatives say scrap e-levy na the 50 million neighbor now the alternative for banner be my 1.5 billion then scrapping the e-levy it is no loss because the area babesiana no ema yenya more than 50 million na mujina so say oh and it chinchina try yengina e-levy so
wow.
E-levy nya my mind bebre I try e-levy Kenya for Eddie M-Pesa buy or try e-levy in the same form but it did not work because Odeba nipa dodo na use platform na o pesika nya no esote and it's enough first nipa 10 na use na wadwene or say obenya eso 1000 nipa 2 pe na use nti se wo nya 1000 na wo hwehwe but wo jaima nipa 10 ni nyina use na wo pe other avenues obenya saska no ano obenya osika until we must be creative in finding avenues to create revenue rather than say yegina 11 no change na they were the same people mka say ba omia ngi 11 ni until say ba omia no ngi 11 ni no ade na wo san so someone no aka kire say it goes against IMF meaning answer by omia nhebo say obetwa 11 ni no he knows an alternative way to bring it and you know, NDC is not devoid of ideas NDC nya kuwa ye ni kwan e be fa so ye hu kwan e be nyeska me ye sure say mpenifo to anamo omaye omuhwehwe mu hu say ye yi 11 ni fi hono a akonya we ni ye fa so ye benya sika e bro de 11 ni de bakra so nti me hu say Bawku is just being ingenious with his submissions.
Still on John Mahama take off no amount for the drone esusu say nyobeye within the first 100 or 120 days no and about the kind of 4 years ye ba be hu enra NLA boss on the one at the baby no so me the majuma to MIF boss a Minerals Income and Investment Fund CEO and the crata the free presidency by and the case on for the Juman tour and Radana what in a Juman tour crata and say honorable to force in the BC President Mahama name honor and Radana quickly there was an appointment of an acting CEO at the MIF and Radana so yenya an idea of some of the regions Uma Umabakojina and name say regional minister. At the end, can say for the next 4 years.
And no, my who say, ye woman penny beer, and so no ma beman what na see who the Oba Bayadada. Mahama is not waiting to react, he's not providing knee-jerk reactions. And so no man on him who he is working with, he has already prepared in advance, but he is not also in a hurry to do things just to please people. And you know, what na see who say, I have no way na minim se menini be yeduma beboa. And you know, resignation in buy no he's already prepared and ya fina resignation buy okoko bisa say hey na one year fan nkosha ha one watena se ahihye hunu dada nipa ode ne pa kosha
or refer to so mo pam
yes
see you know
yes
na wonim di obeba be
she na nem even na ya no ka say no Mahama already knows his ministers oni omo be adwuma but he's not in a hurry to list them just to please people say oh fadin brantem the dini ba keke he's listing critical areas that needs attention first. And we share the first 3 ministerial appointments now they are called now. And my own said this is somebody who's ready to work. You have your finance, you have energy, and then you have attorney general. And these are 3 critical areas. When there's a change of government, these are the first 3 key areas you must look at. Yeah, by ye biane say you say your energy sector no, yeah, what problem? No? And to say economy minister for gender. Now your energy crisis are MY. And to me say Mahama appointments in the it is a sign that he's ready to work and he's prepared for action.
On the appointment of the Greater Accra Regional Minister, so what do you want on down? So that means so that means for the Greater Accra Regional Secretary, Emma NDC, while we are Honorable Theophilus Tetechai Emran Komonimo, while we say Greater Accra Regional Minister designated Honorable Linda Okulu Ohunu, sa appointment in the same. Honorable Tetechai Emwachimakwaba.
Yo minyanamo anope Mr. Midama Simichia Munyana any NDC ma mu Greater Accra region.
Yes, yes, yes.
Adum yati asem de pa na me so eyemi de say anope ma frame.
Na eye den asem ye de I mean e na Honorable Linda Oklude ba esubi mada Greater Accra for enya hotoso say yenya regional minister wode ensakraye bia ebi mada ebi ba.
Yo mi da tie fo nyina ne wo mu ne say Greater Accra region region bia asu ye pa na wo hwe region no sene a asi da ho no mu no metimi aka say Honorable Linda ayo bia otumi obia eba together na wo say wo hwe Greater Accra region na December be wo ho no mu a was a young party, no. Yetumi, Etom, Adibua, Abai, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I know, you know, media American say, that can see, and I yedima His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say, nomination now, Odia Maye, the minister designate, Honorable Akwele Okulu Linda oni amaye no eye ade kese wa kire say oni manso ebeye ejuma and I think say if my memory serves me right it is the first time under the NDC yenya oba as a regional minister.
That's right.
And Obroni Beka said it's a feather in the cap of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Wama ima ewo Greater Accra ya himfo ya hima wuloye kase wa momu efkan shebi omudbe tai nechi na sanso e party ma yenso yeni agiye esan say ofa regional minister na minister le obia oni obebua oni obia ebeba together
yeah
e dia ye ejuma no eno na ye nyina ye hwehwe eno after her nomination Omudi can frame me regional secretary office secretary ma bu ejuma ye no ebe ye ejuma me no be ye ejuma
wow
ahumachi was frame me akira me say secretary me no be ye ejuma the person we say ni say emami and that is what the vision of the president is. Say regional minister no obe collaborating with the party to ensure say a region no I can call ebe ko inim intimate me aka say this is one of the best choices His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has made for the region, Greater Accra region.
Greater Accra, yes.
Yen party full soldiers, supporters, constituency executives, constituency chairman, Obia Ninji say ya mayen regional minister oni ye nyina ebe ye ejuma. Because when you regional minister, not in the regional executives ebe ye ejuma pe. Say or the constituencies, branches, what Obia ye member of the party in the region, just say or dream munyana mu. And I think say you better honorable Linda Akwele DwaboAse say you nominate no was touch base with the right party officials onu say onyomu ebeye ejuma nti you better that His Excellency the President any national leadership omunyina ka ho a omuye is very 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 important selection of a regional minister designate for the Greater Accra region.
Okay, you tried the last one. I mean, you say a brain into Greater Accra, a cosmopolitan area, and you say a month for a human sem ba hundi hunsem ne a month for baby omutri beto. These are issues, of course, Honorable Linda Oklu or Babeswa. And from the way I work as I know, maybe other deep face, wouldn't even the power. It is already soon need the original ma. Would you say, I know my way, Baba, ya this woman, Anna?
First of all, no, Linda, me, your friend, the Kumu MP. What have you here? Because on no free shout to the Ku Conference as a member of Parliament. And I mean to Ohanumuna me free. And see, who connection between me and Linda now? I was a here.
Yeah.
But the American is aside that, you know, who check the region, who send a sit down Honumuna. Some key people are Unyomu ebe ye juma.
Yeah.
What you are here? And now you nominated Nana. No, that is the first thing she has done. And once the party is on board, other stakeholders of the region are also on board. Minya, your minister, no, a Juma, say president, and who the idea I done in Nisono. The Buano, no, yeah, within the 4 years of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the coming ministers are contributing positively to the achievement now. The better Yakasa Mami, Honorable Linda Akwele Okulu, as one of the ministers and also Wabua contributing immensely to the success of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Leadership.
Very well, Honorable. Medo say no brand no adaja when you am na no pay. It has a power.
Yo, Yo,
Honorable Tete China, Greater Accra Regional Secretary, Edema NDC Amanyukuru. But you see, one thing, I mean, it's good part in any anti. Such an appointment, you know, when you have office one, Nejuma, and in your bay, you know, goes beyond the party.
Yes.
It's the other way. To say the Nana Medeto, a year Honorable Tete China, you know, Greater Accra, a cosmopolitan. In fact, Ashanti region, Greater than a cosmopolitan.
Yes.
And the issues in these regions, no, maybe a man for do mutilibeto, accommodation, housing, and I feel so about when you and once a month, as some case here, it was an appointment here, President Mahama. Do you see, especially the youthful nature of the appointment, you know, do you see fresh ideas about dealing with most of these challenges?
Oh, yes, I mean, when you say appointment where you one, emphasizing Mahama commitment to female empowerment within the government. Bebre now when you say offer mame na professor just for political gain, but ocean appointment munyina no whom say there are women numbers in there which is encouraging for others. Number 2, mame Honorable Linda Yobia, her background in banking, finance, and then insurance. Man who say she's somebody who is knowledgeable. And you know, Accra being a cosmopolitan area, she's going to use that experience and knowledge, you know, one in the development of the youth.
Very well. So, but you mentioned Banche, not your tongue common. So, Mama Shelley na or say Ampem, a Eastern Regional Women's Organizer at the NDC Amanyukuno. In the Eastern Region, His Excellency John Mahama appointee Obana, Mrs. Rita Akosia Ej Awate. Mama Shelley, Ewa Humano. So, Mama, I'm watching Wakwaba.
Yeah, maybe a papa and pom to say.
Hello, Mammy Ampim.
Papa,
that Bibi Aboko, dear.
Papa, to me, any nadia. Ya sit there. I'm afraid. If it's not there, near the power is still
fantastic. Now, at the end of the day,
Papa, Menta Quarries, la Minchia, with you. La Minchia and Ma HATM and a penny. On the mania diamond, because I left from Papa, any dear Abbase, yes, Papa Mahama in a baby tree. And that's a wee year. Obi a walk from now we year party, and now we year, yet in the mouse, a dinner see or Eastern region. Apart from the certificate, Viviano was some party in a party national union. If you women say the near the year, that was near me, we are Kosia our position.
Okay, any journey because or your band drama.
Oh, yeah, Oba, and I was some party now. Oh, then cafes now. Who are Minister Rebecca, 34 no be anymore. Ebi anu a year party adwuma but only chromoso. Where the me family say obi or what from. Come me say we the dikaya yafa deputy regional men organizer. So me minister ebi see that. Which say yes papa say ofi only e ma be adwuma 30% na odi ma e ma no. And one no do so here. Eti ye ni aso. Enu ti na nu e ba ye pe no. Ye this statement ba on there. If I said why ya ma ye say Kwame.
Okay.
Why am I a meaning that because we have to bet me I am Dumano, I am me. Am I am 47% in here, next election, you become 50%. Because meaning me, because we are a bet me. Why ye Dumani constituency? Assemblywoman, why a PM, why a woman organizer, why a regional deputy woman organizer, and also apart from me, be I pay.
Now, baby, His Excellency John Mahama didn't any in this appointment. Say party for executives for you do move real. A day now, what we Pensemuna, a day now, also say, a sin an issue of yes, sir.
Come, party for nearly a call from Yenny need for how I was from Yenny a war rate, Yenny nearly panel, Enya and Kitahudie, Debia, Etimia, ye panel, ye papeti. So yeah, meaning that reason to me now why you are one. Or when you never find your party need power or your party needs to or body home model. Who show more money appointment in now. Come to see the secretary. Except that Jumanu so bet me and yet a party need party near Nima Juma, not here Juma. me ti say ni nyansa manunti no ye ne san na be boa party ni so far
within the eastern region no e normal would obtain the dawa koma so a wa bra wa nkasa wo hu nipa messages ye retakoso aje awate be usuzu say wonfanya na hia sempa e wa puye mantem
I mean ye mpa e di kan ye women's bank na ye papa aka so onu beba no ba be shemu kina na e ma nye adwuma ye ka se enkola omu pese omu sua adwuma ye di ombe sua be mo musika bi ko fita mo mbe sua adwuma be wie e na ba bi ofiri ni so de bi omu to abama ye that's right if you say ye ni onyam hye e na da bi a ofiri because ofiri ilo kobo en sa area o de bi omu to maye enti omu nye omu de no me ji so omu so nimia ehia wo mo potem a obeye ebeboa
solid
Anybody gave every
fantastic.
They didn't kosi anso betimi aye no aye bi pa.
Matthias here. Mama Shelley Nana say ampem. DwaboAse so. Happy New Year. The way you are phenomenal kasa.
Many many happy returns my dear. Never enter. Why?
Martin. DwaboAse. Mama Shelley Nana say ampem. Eastern Regional Women's Organizer and out the Otening can you didn't community, you know, on the appointment not one who go assemble so awoka. And even questions here maybe say
na make us say na yema me de a source no utimu say out of 10 appointments no ya papa Mahama efa ma 3 that represent 30%.
Yeah.
Into na ma hunu say nipa na enye say oka ne nsem keke but he shows it with action and his actions are not he's not appointing no more just affiliated to him. Sanka mi Kofi dan so ma ba hai say me ma appointment and kabon say me na fufa na me hu nkofo nko but he is appointing people obi ani na say omo no be
busuafo
yes
to say the who
kan nanu ye twam ye but we appointment o making ye the party for e wo form no ehwehwe and of party for mo be ye adwuma ma the ono so wo fam ho no anya nkranhye bi say me nso me yire me ho mod e bom me ho modin a me nso so no mekwa kodu ba bi na enye party bi a wo bom ho modin kra no a ye ho nkofo nkwa na ye de be baba be shem
so party ni a wo bon ho modin
yes
now so you're competent
yes anya just say oye onim obi nti keke na ye de na akwakoshe ho but utimu say wa ye adwuma we fam a oye competent because so share ye ma Melinda say enye ne first time ya appointed our parliament and utimu say wa ye adwuma and her work has been recognized and to a show before from some crimes as me so me yire me ho modern sa ye adwuma na me wo competence no nko ade a me wo opportunity say be ma me akonya no ma me so ma baba be so
and do you see President Mama looking at the next elections in these appointments no?
Yes, this appointment
is Eastern region na Mama Shelley na mpem me yeti say baby o mo title aba e de ba NDC afa no e hona honorable Rita Agosu Awate Efri.
Yes. Now appointment is a very clear indicative say he's looking at the next government. So even though ye adwuma sese no or shed the odibe janechiri and ti say no otwa mu no catch say si campaign de onwene de ebesi wo nechi no we de ne oye ne nyina onim say NDC besa nso aba biomu a enwuma ye be ye nne no ana be magana fo na to aba ma ntia o se me fa obi obeye adwuma ni yie na de obedi mechi beba no obegina me nwuma so na de ye
fantastic. Yes, what's the chat on afie ye fan so me that pa
masema me de be twa chon se me hu se Ghana youth nyina no an afe na Mahama ban na ba o se ye nyina ye boy ho modern se ye be ma ye nia akọ party no ho ne Ghana o se ye adwuma deni e ma ye ma adwene ye se o ye party na aba power nti no ye te ho ye nye hwere ye hwe se party ne be ye biribi ama ye e wo se wo bo ho modern ye adwuma fa ho tutu yie na se mfasodie bi wo mu a wonya wotina fie na wo nye hwe a akọ se Ghana no bebre na de bia e bon paise rade manso nto enso so wonfa duaba bia nhye fem enti no adanso beba no onya nsuo ni so mfaso bia but o se o di seed bi hye fam ase adansuo no beba no de odua ye no na obetwa so aba enti se wo ye youth na wo party ni mu a enti na ho se medi MP bi echi a ya to aba wi enti no o twen se MP ni de bibi ba be hye wonsa fa ho jim wonim party wonim promises aya make ye se nko konketenkete o quarter plot bi a start do so ye ready twen se bibi ba ye no ano wo bribi wo nsem a obenya so mfa so but tina ho kwade a unnya hwe enti me hye youth ni nyina nkran se pe bribi ye na se aban hyehyɛ no 24-hour economy ni we eba nyina no wo start hu so mfa so a wo betimi so atwa so but se wo tena hɔ kwade a anya unya so fa so
mate de oka no kwa wa because me say ufri e na ene ye betu pa na wani sugu so a edidi e koso wo ye man no enso achi medo ase Kofi Danso chairman Emma NDC branch of Melbourne Australia but that's a power brand wa daje e buso ha na ye de nkomo ahodo no ebesi ye dan wa ba ye ba o mine sorry emfonyi kase ene ye de bremo ye bekọ de obon krata ahodo nim na ne omode atodwa no so ya bomo so e de acham ye bensie
don't go can't I no go for me fly, me go bring me close. My boy, me go pay, me go pay the to. See a daddy, I dream fit behind I no pay.
I cost you a diasa. A queer diasa. Yanyina ye dance ya no pay. Papa said yes city be a dance. Why are you? We are money affair. Emmanuel Zuba say mine also wrong. Mine dear we brutal. I see my mind baby. I say yanyagopo.
Yeah. Semekaya tas baby.
I was your brother say I didn't for the case ya bebremo. Someone would do the bon crata no e can no pay. And minya manum akua krantma and akosua dachima I kradwa ye debre ye nyina na yetie enuanum akwaba
yeja
ahimanum adehye no
papa no besi me chiachia mo
ye josu hey mama di bibeba eze wa mena de ama opposition hunu di onka say yenka yi lev ye kakra yi bosi ya no akwayi fidie
nti
say yenya dai
mo ka samo de nkokon ketenkete aba na ewe he
eno ni yencha se
eno ni yencha se yenfa nkokon ketenkete no ye yi na ese
anyway me was surprised bi mam munyina woni ya tie fo ni ahwefo. The Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate, Honorable Linda Obiniwa Oklu ewa homano so yeni ni nkomo yenyi na ebedi nkomo. Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate yemwache mwakwaba. Honorable yemwache mwakwaba.
Power FM.
Eme se ma de no masa yebi enti mo weke light no na yeni honorable eni nkomo ni yiye because ebre no nsheda ni side sa na yeni honorable Linda Oklu eni nkomo agua e na nkrata na ke oni akoso ya
mame enhyasie emfiri eha ye machefo nyina ache ene anope ni ahwefo nyina na ye de Ghanaian Times double krata no e na ehyasie anope wo fa Ghanaian Times a o my Ghana mampani abedi akire obapa je na opokwa jimani foni eda ha e na fenso Vice Chancellor Emma University of Ghana ye na aba apia amfo wono so wode ni foni aba nimu ha ene anope na nyina ne se dwumadie kase akoso ewo University of Ghana ya no year 70
mami twa no obesan dia ba the course University of Ghana no eno so hia but Honorable Linda Oklu Greater Accra Regional Minister Designate ono na enche bia no bibia besi o Greater Accra bia no ye be frefre no ne ene na din press conferences ahodo obaye na ye tie no Honorable ye mo achi mu akwaba
yo me chia tiefo nyina
ye ma wa yiko zo
Yankupon show bibia na ejuma pa na amaye power FM mu ba consensus ya be ye campaign mu on Yankupon shamu ni na
ye da se pa Honorable na Honorable di brefu fro ya nyame ncha de ye dia besinse wo kon yi a wo begina so dia som adehye wo Greater Accra no uhunu ne sei
yo me da se tifani awkalo ye ka say regional minister na say you can't Greater Accra ye Ghana.
That's right.
International say Ghana and all other share Ghana.
Absolutely.
Enti nyame ya adum na ye wie vet na. Me gidi say other ministers become ministers defense, interior, fisheries, what have you, all the ministers involved. As the your friend is a regional minister, I'm going to collaborate with them. So that they are near here expect fatter Greater Accra. Yeah, fire to my fire then. Ifra. Me did say there has been a member Greater Accra. I don't know whether I'm the first female friend saying
near Google idea sir. When you come here say we oba odi kan Greater Accra. Yeah.
But remember the term say was say remember ni who say what men can do women can do better. I was say me more ejumadi me dey bia me ka o me see ejuma emi to be Yankupon fans ya media.
Wow.
If you don't do ejuma the whole Ghana because your president in manifesto in fact niti amafo man overwhelming endorsement ni say amafo bread omo pay relief. It is our relief now. Mama promising Ghanaians bibia beba fema mo no obia benya na sunje a me ho beto no. As the Greater Accra minister, I can assure the people of Ghana any greater Accra say, exactly that. I'll collaborate with whatever stakeholders, ministers, the peace we want, because without peace in Greater Accra, there's no development.
Yeah.
So I think there is a focus.
Yeah.
As the Greater Accra minister, it's my peace, it's my focus. So that we work together now. Greater Accra, Enya ni tuba pa infra.
Me ne me nua manom akua krantma ne akosua ne wa wo nyina ne me be ya adwen se eba Greater Accra na cosmopolitan area wo kra ne me be ya adwen no say cosmopolitan area na normally bi e be ma asundwie etimadan ne ho adi eye ba bia amanfo di omuti betro amanfo di omuti betro ye housing needs ahonie ho asem adwuma ho asem ansa kra mpo aye be vete na watch wadwuma ase no we ye no ma wo de wani afam ahunu se de esitie na wonim de obetima ya fa ho.
Oh yes, in fact, some are serving as a member of parliament for some time now. This is my third term in parliament.
Yes.
It's a housing project. I know the needs of our people, my dear. As I say, Osudokuna, your friend say, I've served as the MP. No, I've adopted certain, your friend is saying, orphan constituencies. I do go there, so I know the needs of Ghanaians, my dear. And that's why I'm saying that I'm collaborating with the ministers involved. The housing minister, you're appointing. Your interior minister, security minister, your friends, employment minister. All those people, I'm going to collaborate with them. And I can assure you, the 24-hour economy, every youth, at least, Benya Ejumedi Aye. And there is an assurance, even His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, assure Ghanaians, say, make sure, say, due to the Benya Ejumaya. So it's something we are going to work around.
Appointment committee na adwuma no idea wo hwe ani wo se obekwa akotena no matoto wano.
Oh yes, in fact, me very friend saying ministers, finance, any
energy.
I was there. Yeah. Yes, I was there. So I witnessed friend saying but they know me as a fighter, and to me, someone disturbing the match with question. So I won't disturb the match with question.
Absolutely.
But in fact, I'm looking forward to a fruitful vetting.
Okay, very well. Answer na memo akono. Minua ba Akua Krantma. One akosua dachi ma omu nyina ase omo na what bie pono no dia and your coswa na sopono no msere be ya dachi bi omu so be ba be wuram.
Let's catch on with now. Mr. Akonesu, under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any friend is our proud Vice President, Her Excellency Nana Opukwajima. Say trust omudi ashemensa. Say make me aye juma or greater can person me fa akonye any obibia who contributed to this success. I want to tell them that I'm most grateful. Me dawo ase pa ye be ye juma ama Ghana for so who say ya ye juma me juma say juma His Excellency Mama Nkwa na be tuaye ye minister ye be abua mama e juma na dey actor city enti ye do juma obia eniachi the obi biasi say Osudoku for Yankopon sham any omupai bo omu dey time so far any confidence they have in me say make me e bia Yankopon show obi bia me to obi biasi.
Very well. Me do say honorable Linda Oklu Osudoku, member of parliament, national way Greater Accra regional minister designate. Yenko ahafo regional minister designate. Honorable Charity Gardner. Onoso ahomano so honorable Yewante Mwakwaba.
Yeah, that one is also with me, and
honorable Yedase so say what penny say oni ebekasa no pay. Na feeling it to say sabre ya yede dibrewe asha onsana okra wo hwe ani mu say vetting bekoso at the appointment committee at this time the feeling it to say power the fair.
Feeling it yeah kama. After baby ya obezo se de nukrum for a bright body na no baby na meba ifie no.
Hello, honorable.
Hello.
Now what can be said better news in the buy and now number be a
brand news in the buy and let me need the crew, no baby. Because then I tell me that I have for dear, but none will crew for person. It's me best, but shed the day. I'm in mind for the Shia Mia. That is a religion. Not a second.
What that dream one now soon die a crab was a Yebo didn't say by I have also. I have a mountain so for.
ka be mama no anye ne ho nanso e ba ye ne enye me nwanwa nanse ebra me be service Africa women organizer no de wo se ababa wa me ye bia na me ye bia wo se me ye all the four corners of our region baby and one mama nko ti bo me din no na anhwe da anye ade foforo de obi e kan se charity deserve and one obi e kan ya ba modin ya son ye man nti to be disabled I mean did say mo nyam se e pa excellent John Dramani Mahama invite e share ni
we di access say di man no mo jimo samba pa o babia mutuatua
yani abre sa ya tanwa me man we ya ye ya kana celebrate so kai mo eba man brinyo mo chasa to amemo
many Elvis ajete the message bia ba say so hweje mensa ne na said you see here na dwuma na eya na yeta appointing man na bo say amana adwuma ye ntanta e de na wo ka kire no
oh the meta na ne say ye e men nyina ne suban sabi
the fair
e yo na sam na said ye mpo mpo no enye omu nyina na pepepe nipa de ye dan from so abaka nipa ho nanso ye nkase from so abaka nipa ho ntino ye beye ne abepam wacho ana ye be bibi a ensen fata de no ni say maybe a ye di position da sha obansa no na be asudie kese amoba no sanse ni nyina ehwe ne mema no su nyina ehwe de wo oba na ye de power na ma no de ode be ye nti de me de mechanic oba bi ye be bo ni ye di tumi be sha won kan enam sa ade na eda ho se man emema no ebe kan nti yenye ni yie se de be ya omunya ho asem nka se yanka se oba no be ni se ana oba de onye ni yie ana se yemfa ya ho odi nyina enye yemu ade yakoma nyina enye ni yie se de be ye mu no nyam hye no ebe motivate abesa omo ye chi no omo mu so atinya be ye asine de ye so ye
ede na adehye wo ahafo enhwe ni mu se wo de ba sabre ya wo ba be ye omo so afo
tinya be ma me da se ana me fiesi afo de so no me kasa na me ka hafo asem dia na wo so dia no bi an sorry na me do master da ema wo wo ma baso tinya be ma afofo ni me di ni yie papa ne MP honorable Colin Zauda honorable Erikopuku the regional chairman honorable ya ochi the regional executives the constituency executive branch ne mekani say mo nyam sha aba na ye egusu a eba na ye nyina ye dia enye me Kwame dia charity god na nko to menye agi so mu nyina be so mu na omu boa ama yetu kasa me da mu nyina na me mu nyina so trim kwa kasa enye me nko na mo nyam sha na ba ma me aba ma ye nyina e papa no mo bo machi dom na ne meka to mo expect ne say ade ne dia da hodada policy ni dia a national policy ni afofo nko andia de ye kwa aprobo aye ka ye no ye papa John Dramani Mahama the policy that they buy if I say national apprenticeship program 24-hour economy women if I say development bank and no na ye be ye ho aduma na ye di bi nso abra hafoman na hafoman ni omo chefa wo na makoyo be na me no omo ye fast regional women organizer na me ni mo how me ni omo hia no ye me kan se bibia ni wono ma omo be laki e man laki you pen laki do bia chefa wo mo bia ye be boy ho modern na omo saka ye se ye national cake na wo die ni mo a na wo nye bi ben forty kokofu bobo wo ni ma ye pass ma we do wan kasa de sokonkon me wo mo bi ti no mo chefa die wo mo bia no omo sabeka de wo se ye kwani ekolobi di bano de kwa kolobi de wo se ye kodonas ho ekosre e di bano ye be ye de ya ho di betini ti ye de be sma half mind ye be ye ne de asmo no ma hu se kado mu ti bo machi dom no anye kwa no mo nye di panso efiso
ade pa me giri se afofo ba hwehwe afi ho eye o makwan so makwan won sem de en ye kasi ye kan ye nkomori ye nyanwie ye akwan ni nya minim se woni pa
minim pa se he ana no minim pa nti e be boy ho modern na sa bre kwa ya kate di ho nkoma se de be nya me adom ne ye pacific vet no na bibia e fine ya ba ya be quick start na bibia o see ni bia ya there were so issues there were health issues ni na ya de o ho no mo a ya de egu akwan so a if na ekoko sense e be wie bibia no ya be start here to ho na mo then so we are at the end is for ya ho ade pa no ya nya ade ya ma individual ya ade o man ni na be nya so for e bi ni akwan na me kan ye no e bi ni nsuo bi ni health ti say ya ade o man mu ni na be nya so for de a na so wo tu ho to e de aya ndidi se na work so e hia se ya be ntiri ni abema enyo man bi mu sei na regional minister na me ya ade na me go through a ya di begu akwan so na ya e de aboa ye man.
Very well. Honorable Charity Gardner, another question free one of your viewers wanting to say among some more appointment committee no one pa na wo share ni mu say the question there one kasa when you abere say obeyi the questions ni nyina no appointment committee why the pa na we expect
Afanyo marking on na no say any pa will be the question is the Afanyo marking na me share ni mu say me ya no amana ye ne so na jumon fa follow up biama ne tenete once and for all no amfa follow up biama obi o bia so my ready you mo de ba no ye minim fa won bia no me ma wo mo answer first.
Very well medo say Honorable Charity Gardner for regional minister designate I mean the way I made born class you was soon say I'm just want to question no me and Kebe masumu de do say nanu ya na me na me baby me na me krom I have said that so yeah but also madwuma no mo ba be no and omo nyina wotu so bia anim omo an idea of adwuma no said ye city and baby omo de fa e be fa ma manfo nyina Emma when you had
Sanse, John Dramani Mahama, or Mampenny, Yaka Amamua, when you mamma what's ya see, and not when you near all ye. It sounds social appointments nine right or the buyer noa. Cassa be any who, be any what you're watching, yes, we say. I have a body and quan air cost. Send an Panama Casimini MPP for big crowd, Mokra, or mobile bus says the NDC or mobile by moi, now more ya appointment. Jenny Emma esu bia eso nti ye nyina ye bona baso ma na ya banso ye nkuramu ye ye hu sampa ye nya dibria ye de ye bibi papa nya homaso then ye bi mu ka no
nti mba monitor apanyo mark no
yo na said na ye de Ghanaian Times the workata no hihya so no oh my Ghana mampani abedi eche ye mame Professor Nana Jenopo Kwajeman wokopie mu ewo year 76 annual New Year School and Conference ekoso ewo enkramantami emo na eno na wodi atudwa ya wo kire se NDC abanya abai no wonom ebehwe na womo acha manaso obi aso waso wodi mpunto ebo memo ye biebie nyuma ewo memo a womo beyen inclusive mabru obia ebenye bia yese we ye NDC ni we nye NDC ni na sefo dabi enye sa na wono eba beye wonjumadie na kratai ni fa ye no etoso edumiensa na osoafo yi asabre na anu ada okopie mu ewo veti committee no enim eye energy minister designate wode ensam ahodo atudwa ya wo kire se VRA any Greeko no nya de se wo mo ede be ma ankrankra na so wo ma ankrankra bia abamu na emomu no se wo be kabom anaso obe meje no eno ne ade asese no wo mo ede egu akwamo eye odubonyafo John Napo na nanu ade kopie mu veti committee no enimu no wode sa ensabwe nyina etudwa ena no pay Ghanaian Times do bokrata no woka ho asem asoafo makomaku dumantama soafo a eneima mpani John Dramani Mahama edi wondin abetudwa no ena no pay Ghanaian Times do bokrata no wabomu amane
ma mentoaso na menfa daily graphic ensam no entoaso na daily graphic endra eye mampanyi owura John Dramani Mahama anamompa otu yekọ eye Bawku no waka wonsam no chirem se ne buta ye ne se adehia ewo Bawku benya asumdwe besanso enya asumdwe biom entia no ana serepa no ebo ho ama no weni mampanyi papa adwuma oso ye eye mampanyi sebio ejade na bodwumu na watwi nani na oka nkrofo asem Bawku oba ya wano wantena se wakwa akoyesebe na asumdwe betimi aye adwuma ewo ho eno nsam ana graphic ebo amane enu achi nso no anso obekọ no oni mpanyimfo a eda bambo dwumakuo no anim ekohia ye
na dampare ti obi
oka ho bi omunyina aka ho o te se opon pepra me bo a omunyina ka kan bi omunyina ahya bo so
o se de no mani
I want to salute no.
Salute no.
Damn Paris salute no.
Uni option.
Crusader.
Uni option. Umpo so salute. Ntom nya so me lawyer. So mu hwanum so no man panyi owura Mahama be ya adwuma nti ho nsem e ho. Sanso ana eye Ghana nsem twadwuma wura ankrankro de no so kirem se ya gi omo legal fee bia omo nti asinti nsem no. Ada ho omo gina mu okor omo nka wie nti pa no abo ho amane sanso enom kirem se ne appointment won some ebirum tie ye omudi ya ba abontin da dey ebirum see bi da kwaguo nti no ko om say people ne say ma omampanyi owura Mahama headache but me nyini say we na e kan we ye headache
how they able to interpret that
ye headache bia oh yeah nti how ne say
no but headline do how I am very misleading I mean President Mahama can on
kan
headache
on kan she
no yenkyere nkofo ade ensenhwefo ye adwuma ne say gather disseminate analyze what do you say gather disseminate analyze eti wo de no wo report news wo report to assembly afa President Mahama how do you determine say when you headache e bibi a waka
on kan say headache
say wadwen kira ene afa say editorial
and they we dey animu
and dey editorial
no we dey editorial adianim Kwame adianim ya or say president faces selection of headache as part of CV's flood his office into another summer or the Abetudja and I face a president and so I can't see Sudia Sabasha Nagana Yatumpon set us in Yano as a young Kanko at me Aberlin summer daily graphic a cano and pay.
Yenfa daily post no and was na wash Bambomo and Penny 4 ya one Yera John Dramani Mahama Asia Yeman Penia what the one funny Abegu Edim has said na Yera John Dramani Mahama dia Tuja ya watch say ya sum J Ghana e was ye kramu ye pa ye ma ye ni ekọ ho ne ma bia bekọ ha ye sumdue na bekọ fa basabasa ye abade e wo se ye yi na kwa edi efremo na ye bambo no dane da etumi eja ne nan eso asoafo du ya wapa wo mantama soafo no eno so daily post da bokata no e de aba na Justina Nelson ya sabre wapa no se nko ye pani kwantwefo a wo koda Minerals Income Investment Fund no oba fefe ono so wa bobe pa ye na no pay daily post da bokata no waka ho asem Jospon Group and Penny4 e de ato dwa che NDC woma bayaban yi wom ni wom beka bomu ayadwuma na 24 hour economy no so no wom do stamp executive chairman Joseph George Esian doctor no wode sa ensem yi atuda ya just endorse ya dia si Kwame ya dia sinti no ya binka ya nim dada ya so aka na no nyina oka ya nim dada ntia da na se endorse ye na be adwuma Kwame ya dia si abrenti yeah
Ebusiamene Dreams Fertilizer Clinic e ba be din komo. Ba DwaboAse na